watch it. All right. So I'll put my computer over here. All right, so let's get going. So, I have successfully shared the pages from the textbook is on Plus Portal. So if you want to find them there, you can find them there. Or if you have them in front of you, you should be good to go. But we're on page 410, I think is what we're going to look at first. Yeah, 410. 410. Okay, cool. So for the sake of this, yeah, everybody keep your microphones on so that we can look at it together. And we're going to do the guided practice problems on the bottom of the page. So the first guided practice problem asks to plot the points 3, 4 and 6, 3, and then find the slope of the line that passes through the points. So first thing first, guided practice. Number 1, I want you guys to plot those points to start. Cool, everybody ready? You guys all graphed your points? Yep, awesome. All right, connect them with a line. If you have a ruler, that would be ideal. I don't, so I'm gonna just use a line like that. Okay. So earlier in the notes on the video, you guys learned what a slope was. You can also see it in your textbook on page 409. Who can tell me how to find the slope? The slope is equal to something over something. What are those words? Who remembers?
Rise over run.
Yeah, shout out to Bo. You got it. The rise over the run. Okay, that's, you know, for me that makes sense. For you it might not, so I want to make sure you guys understand that. When I say rise, I mean vertical change, up and down. When I say run, I mean horizontal change, left and right. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to look at how we can get from this point, let me move my pencil, this point to this point on our grid, So let me say it and do it again. So I'm going to get from this point to this point on our grid. So the first I'm going to do is the rise. So I'm going to go down 1. And if I go down 1, that means I'm going -1. I'm going down 1, which means -1. Down 1 is -1. I know it's -1 because if I was to go down 1 over here, this would become -1. Same principle. Okay. Now I need to move to the right. I'm going to move to the right. 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right. And 3 spaces to the right is a +3. So there's my slope. My slope is -1/3. -1/3. Does that make sense? Yeah? Great. Now, I also know it's a negative slope because look at the line. The line's going down, just like what we talked about up here. If you're on a mountain and you're going down, if you go downhill, you're going negative. That's an example of a negative slope, and you saw a bunch of them as well. That's good. Guided practice 1. Let's take a look at guided practice 2. So guided practice says, what if in example 2, and example 2, it's right here. What if in example 2, suppose the line starts at the origin and passes through the point 3, 6. Find the speed of the lava flow. So right now it passes through the point 4, 6. 4, 6. And so it tells you that the speed of the lava flow is 1.5 miles per hour. I want you guys to try to figure it out. Change it from 4, 6 to 3, 6. What would the speed of the lava flow change to? Go ahead and mess around with it for a little bit, see if you can figure it out. From the origin what is the slope? Lacey, what'd you come up with? You haven't done it yet? It's okay, well, let's try it together. So from the origin, what's my vertical change? What's my rise? How many do I have to go up to get to here? From here to here. Lacey? How are you looking? Sorry. How many do I have to go up? How much do I have to rise to get from my origin to here? I have to go 1. How many?
6.
Yeah, 6. So my slope, my rise is 6. And that will get me to here. And then what's my run, Lacey? How do I get from that point to the actual point?
3.
My run.
3.
3, good. 6 over 3. And Lacey, can I simplify 6 over 3? Yeah, what is it? 6 divided by 3. What is 6 divided by 3, Lacey?
2.
2, you got it. So Lacey got it. So instead of having my point at 4, 6, I have my point at 3, 6. And so to find the speed, if it was 3, 6, would be 2 miles per hour. What do you guys notice with the coordinate point here? If you come from the origin at 0, 0, what do you notice between the relationship between the slope and that point? Iki, do you see any relationship between the two of these?
It's the same numbers.
Yeah, it's the same numbers. If you come from the origin, if you come from 0, 0, if you start at the origin, wherever your next point is going to be, that's going to be your slope, except it's y over x. That's just a little preview for the beginning, for the next step. Okay, cool. Let's go on to guided practice number 3. Guided practice number 3. Let's see. Ashley, can you read guided practice number 3, please? I'm on page 411.
Draw the line that has a slope of 1/3 and passes through 2, 5.
All right, so now instead of having to try to find the slope, which is what we did here, now you're given the slope and you're given one of the points that this line passes from, 2, 5. And now we need to graph the line. So let's organize our information. We know the slope is 1/3, and we're going to go through 2, 5. Make your coordinate grid. Okay. So to use the slope to draw a line, the instructions are on example 3. Let's just review them from example 3 here. There it is. The first thing I need to do is plot the line. Plot the point. Once I've plotted the point, I'm going to write the slope as a fraction. We already have our slope as a fraction. Then I'm going to move those units, and then I'm going to draw a line that connects those 2 points. So let's follow that same process with our line here. So the first thing I need to do is what, Orion?
Graph 2/5.
Yeah, graph 2, 5. Good. 2, 5.
Yeah.
I did not leave enough room on mine. Okay, there's 2, 5. You know what? I'm going to draw a bigger graph down here. I didn't give myself enough space. Graph 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. All right. And Clem, what's my slope?
The slope is
We wrote it down earlier, but it's also on the problem. What's the slope again?
is it 1/3?
Yeah, 1/3. 1/3. Okay. And Bo helped us define it earlier. Bo, will you tell us again, what are those 2 words we use to define the slope? Remember, something over something. What are those 2 words?
Rise over run.
Yeah, rise over run. So we're going to rise 1. Whoa, somebody's drawing lines all over. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm going to rise 1. Sorry, I'm going to rise, 1 square, and then I'm going to run 3 squares. So I'm going to rise 1, and I'm going to run 3. So let's go up from this point. We're going to go up 1 to here. And then we're going to run to the right because it's positive 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. So just to recap, how did I get to that second point? Well, I started at my original point, which was 2, 5. I went up 1. This is called my rise. And then I went to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. Up 1, over 3, and I have my second point. And now I can connect those 2 points with a line. This stuff that I just did here, you do not have to do. You can do all that in your head. You don't have to do this. Okay, try number 4. Number 4 has a slope of -4. Why don't we just define what you think that would mean first? On number 4, if you have a slope of -4, Bo told us it needs to be rise over run. How can I turn that into, Uriel, how can I turn -4 into a fraction? You're muted, we can't hear you.
-4 over 1.
Got it. So my rise is going to be down 4 or -4, and my run is going to be to the right 1. So -4 over 1. And then the point you're going to pass through for guided practice number 4 is -1, comma 3. So give number 4 a try. Remember, graph the point, and then use the slope to make a second point, and then connect them to draw a line. And when you're done, show me on your, hold it up to the screen so I can take a look at your line. Cool. When you're done, show me what you got. If you're done. Anybody done? Iki, all done?
Not yet.
Okay. So remember, if it's -4, your rise is going to be down. If it's +4, your rise would be up. If it's +1, your run would be to the right, and to the left is negative. Ariel, y'all done? Orion, y'all done? No? Okay. Graph your point. -4 is your rise, so you're going to go down 4 along the graph, along the grid, and then you're going to go your run. Rise and then run. Anybody got it? All right. Try it out. I mean, I'm happy to. We have plenty of time. We can keep working on this together. I just want you to try it. So the first thing you're going to do is graph the point. After you graph your point, then here, let me put my phone back on so you guys can see it. Let's remember what we did with this one. Number 3. First thing I did was I graphed my point, and then I went up 1 along the grid, up 1 over 3, up 1 over 3, because that's my slope. My rise was 1, my run was 3. So graph your point. I want to see some of your work before I show you the answer here. So show me some of your work. Thank you, Bo. I can't see it though. You got to turn off your virtual background for a second. Let's see. All right. Sorry, one sec. I'm almost there. Boop. Okay, cool. So Bo, you have your point. Your first point was -1.3. Am I looking at number 4, Bo? Bo, you're muted.
Oh, hi, hello.
Hi. Put a little closer. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So -1.3. So I think you graphed your first point wrong. I think you graphed.
Okay.
Yeah, try again. -1.3. So x-axis is -1.3 up. Anybody else want to give it a shot and see what I can? If I can show me what you got. See if you graph the point right. Show me what you have. All right, Ashley. Thank you. Okay, Ashley. All right, Ashley graphed -1.3. Good. And then the rise should be to the left. Or sorry, yeah, no, down 4. 1, 2, 3. Looks like you went down. Okay, perfect. I see what you did, Ashley. So Ashley, you went down from the x-axis instead of from that original point. So go from the original point and then count down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go over 1. Yeah. Okay, Ryan, let's see what we got here. So Ryan, your first point should be at -1.3. Yeah, so you did the same thing that Bo did. Remember, when you're graphing a point, you do your x-axis first and then your y-axis. So you need to go 1 over -1 and then up 3. Who else has got some work I can see? I still need to see from a couple more people.
What was the numbers again? I got the first point and then
The point is -1, 3, and the slope -4.
-4. 4.
Hey guys, what's the? Do you guys know what the password for this Zoom is? Somebody said it right.
It's 275.
275517.
Thank you. Okay, guys, keep holding up your stuff. I still have to see from a couple of people. Iki, well, let me see what you have. All right, Iki. Yep, that's it, Iki. You got it. Yeah. Everybody take a look at Iki's. Hold it up there, Iki. Pull it back just a little bit. Right there. Perfect. So the first thing Iki did was he plotted -1, 3. That's that top point. And then the rise was -4. So he went down from that original point. Ashley, you remember what I was talking about? So he went from that original point, and he went 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and the run was +1. So he went over 1, and it happened to actually land right on the y-axis, which is fine. And then he drew a line connecting the 2 points. That's exactly it. Okay, everybody see if you can catch up with that.
Did it on the wrong one.
What?
I did the did it on the wrong one.
You did it on the wrong. I don't know what that means.
Or I did it on number 3 instead of 4.
Oh, the one we just did together? Okay. All right. Well, Iki, looks like you got it. Homework's posted online. I wanted to see, do you guys want me to set you up in breakout groups? You guys want to work together? Is there anybody who wants to work in a breakout group? No? Okay. Another option too is if you feel like you got it, like Iki, if you're ready to run with it, you can take off and you just get started on your homework, and I'll say later. I'll see you later this morning. Otherwise, if you want to stick around and just kind of work through some of these problems together, we have another half an hour. But okay, so let's take a look at Orion's really quickly, everybody. Everybody take a look at Orion's. Orion, nice work. So first off, Orion got his first point correct. Except, hold it up there, Orion. Hold it steady, please, so we can see it. You have to hold it real still. That is correct. That is -1, 3. You are correct, Orion. But from -1, 3, Orion went down from the origin. From 0, 0. Orion, you want to go from your original point. Does that make sense? Okay. So same thing. Ashley and Orion, you guys kind of did the same thing. You want to go from your original point, not from the origin. I still need to see Lacey's and Clem's and Uriel's. I want to see some of the work you guys are doing too.
When you say original point, do you mean where you mark the first dot, or?
Yes. Where you mark the first dot.
Oh.
-1, 3 is where you'll start. That's it. Nice job. Don't forget arrows on the end of your line, but you got it. That's right. Nice job, Uriel. Yep. He started at -1, 3. You went down 4 to the right 1. Good. I still need to see Lacey and Clem. Let me see some of your work. Bo, you get caught up? You get it? Yeah, that's it, Bo. Nice job. Yep. Whoop. Good, Clem. Excellent. Now, Clem, the only thing is, you see how you have those 2 points? Connect those 2 points with a line, and then you're done. Okay, cool. And Lacey, once I see yours, we can move on to the homework. Yeah, that's it. Good job, Orion. You got it. All right, good. Now, Lacey, the last thing you need to do is connect those 2 points with a line, and you got it. You got it. All right. So I'm going to stick around. Is there anybody who wants to stick around and do the homework together? Kind of work through a couple of these together. If you feel like you got it and you want to get out of here, I'll say deuces to you, and you can take off. Otherwise, we're going to start the homework. I think I sent the homework to the group chat. Homework is.
Yeah, it's on Plus Portals as well.
It's also on Plus Portals, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jax, can you not do all your work in the bathroom? And I forgot, I don't think you have a video, but I just set an alarm for 9:55 in case we need to go at 5.
I'm not sure who's. All right. Anyways, who wants to stick around and do some homework problems together?
Me.
Me too. Just Orion and I? You guys, who else is going to stick around? Lacey, you going to stick around? Ashley, you want to stick around? Yeah? Okay. If you don't, you can take off. You won't hurt my feelings. Let's get started. So the first set of problems is numbers 3 through 8.
8. Yeah.
I think we lost Clem. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put my phone back up. Okay. So let's do number 3 first. So I'm on page 411, you guys.
Oh, I don't have the
the pages?
Yeah.
If you go to Plus Portals and look at today's assignment,
Mhm.
I put them there.
Okay.
Okay, you guys ready?
Almost.
All right, take your time.
Mm. Now, which one is it?
Sorry? Picture?
Which one is the homework?
It's the one that says 8.3 exercises. Or page 411.
I think nope, that's examples. Okay,
Okay.
I have it.
So the first one, the numbers 3 through 8, you don't have to graph anything. All we have to do is figure out what the slope is.
Oh,
I happen to have my book right here, so we can take a look at my book at the same time. Let's do it. So first up, number 3. Okay, so who is with me? It's Lacey, Orion. Is that it?
mm.
I don't know. You need-
Okay.
Well, whoever's here, is there anybody else other than Lacey and Orion? I can't hear anybody, so I assume no. Okay, well then, Lacey and Orion, here we go. So Lacey, finding the slope, remember it's the rise over the run. The rise over the run. What's the slope for number 3, Lacey? So the rise from one point, okay, here, let me be a little bit more specific. So when I want to find what the slope is, I'm going to start at the point on the left, and I'm going to go to the point on the right. So I'm going to rise 2, and then I'm going to run 3. So the slope for this line is 2 over the run, which is what, Lacey?
3.
3, yeah. So the slope for this line is 2 over 3. Orion, what's the slope for number 4?
3 over 4.
Yeah, 3 over 4. Good. Yep. Left or right, up, and then over. Good. Number 5 is next. Lacey, your turn. What'd you get for number 5? What's the slope for number 5? Got a negative slope on number 5. Ah! Sorry. I'm trying to work with. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Stand by. Ah! Computer's falling all over the place.
2 over 2.
Yeah, okay, good. Sorry. What is the slope for number 5, Lacey?
Negative 2 over 2.
Yeah, okay. And I can simplify negative 2 over 2 as negative 1. So my slope is negative 1. Both are fine. You can also say negative 2 over 2, but negative 1 is also my slope. Cool. Number 6 is next. Orion, looking at number 6, they don't give you the rise and run. Instead, you have to figure it out yourself. So how many are you going to rise?
Wait, I don't think we're supposed to do 6.
You are supposed to do 6, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You do 3 through 8, all of 3 through 8.
Oh,
So what's the rise on number 6?
I was looking at 8.2.
What's the rise? How many is it rising to get to this line?
4.
4, good. And then what's the run?
Negative 3.
Going to the right. Remember, it's going to the right. So
Oh.
look at my camera. You see my camera? I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going up +4. And now I'm going to go to the
Mhm.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see how I did that? What you need to imagine is that there are lines
Mhm. Oh, okay.
to here. Just like there's
Okay.
lines here to here. You have to imagine lines here to here. So what's the slope of that line? All right. Goes up 1, 2, 3, 4,
4.
and it goes to the right. 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4
So
over 5.
4 over 5. Okay.
Good. Lacey, next one. Think about the mountain. Number 7 is flat. What's my slope?
1 over 1 or something?
So, that's a good thought. Remember, if you're going downhill, your slope is negative. If you're going uphill, your slope is positive. If you're going flat, there is no slope. The slope is 0. Yeah, no slope. There's no rise, but there's a run. So you'll have 0 over 1, 2, 3. 0 over 3 is still 0. It doesn't matter. Okay, last one. Orion, you're up. 8. So this one's tricky. You have to go down first, starting left to right, going down first.
Okay.
Number 8.
Mm.
There you go. Going down first. So how many you have to go down?
4.
Remember, this is where the point
I
is.
think.
This is where the second point is.
Oh.
You get from here to here.
3. Or no, 2.
2, yeah. And if I go down 2, it's -2.
-2.
-2. Good. And then Orion, what's my run?
4.
4. Yeah. So my slope is -2 over 4. Can I simplify -2 over 4?
Yes.
Which is what?
1/2. -1.
That's it. -1/2. Good job. Nice work, guys. So now you know how to simplify, but also find the slope of a line. It's the rise over the run. Okay. Let's keep going. I think the next problems you have are what? Numbers 9 and 11?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do number 9 together. You know what? Yeah, let's do number 9 together. Okay, number 9. So on number 9, it says, draw the graph of the line that passes through the points and then find the slope of the line. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Too far. So let's first draw. Oops. I think we might have. No, never mind. First, I'm going to draw my coordinate grid to graph it on. My 2 points are 3, 4 and 5, 6. 3, 4 and 5, 6. So we're going to draw a line that goes between those 2 points. After we draw the line, we're going to use those same strategies that you just learned to find the slope. Okay? So let's go. 3, 4 first. Oh, and I made the same mistake last time. I don't have enough space. I'm going to draw a new coordinate grid. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 points. All right. So, what is the slope? What do you think? What's the slope?
Mm,
What'd you get, Laney? Sorry, Lacey. What'd you get?
-2/2.
Oh. I appreciate the effort. I'm going to start here. Let's look at my graph paper. I'm starting here, and I want to go here. So if I'm going to start here, I need to go up 2. If I go up 2, that's +2. Now I'm going to go to the right 2. If I go to the right 2, that's also +2. My slope is 2/2, or how do I simplify that?
1.
1, yeah. Can I show you something else, guys? Watch my graph really quickly. Watch this. If I were to start here, let me get my hand out of the way. If I was to start here and go to this one, I would go to the left 2. That would be -2. And then I would go down 2, and that would be -2 as well.
-2.
-2, -2. And what does -2 over -2 simplify to?
-1.
Just
Oh,
one.
no, 1.
Just 1, exactly. So it doesn't matter which way I go. Either way, I'm going to get a slope of 1. And then the other thing I want to show you is if you have a slope of 1, it's going to go perfectly between these squares. Do you see that? You see how it goes diagonal perfectly? So that what a slope of 1 is going to be a perfect 45-degree angle. Perfect 45-degree angle. Okay? You guys can do number 11 on your own. Orion, will you pull out homework? Sorry, tell us what else we needed to do. I think it's just numbers 15 and 19. Is that what's left?
Yeah. 11, 15, and 19.
Okay, cool. 15 and 19. So let's just take a look at them before I say goodbye. I want to make sure you guys are on, all ready to go. So number 15 and 19 are tricky, but you can do them. 15 is going to give you a point and then tell you the slope. You're going to draw a second point and then graph the line. Remember how to do that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then 19, same thing. Do you guys want to do those? Or are you good?
I don't know.
Lacey, what do you
I
think?
don't really mind.
We do 1. Let's do 15. Let's do 15.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 15 is, the slope is 3. And it's going to go through the point 3, -1. The slope is 3. It's going to go past the point 3, -1. So first thing is what we have to do is what, Lacey?
Graph that first point.
Yes, graph the first point. So 1, 2, 3, -1. There's 3, -1. All right, now that I've graphed the point, what do I do next? It's so blurry. There we go. So this is tricky. If I have a slope that's just 3, it's hard to think of it as rise over run, right? So let's write it as a fraction. How do I write 3 as a fraction?
3/1.
So there's my slope. Rise 3,
Oh, okay.
run 1. What do I do?
So up 3 and then to the right 1.
Yeah, good. Where do I start? Where do I start?
From the dot.
Yeah, from the dot. Good. Up 3. 1, 2, 3. Over 1. That's it. You got it. Connect your 2 points and you have your line. Does that make sense, guys?
Mhm.
All right, cool. Last thing I want to point out is look at the difference between this line. This is a slope of 3. And then I'm going to go back to that last problem. This is a slope of 1. Which one is steeper? Is it the slope of 3 or the slope of 1?
3.
3 is way steeper. You got it. So the steeper, the greater my slope, the closer to vertical it's going to be. And the smaller my slope, the closer to horizontal it's going to be. That's it. I'm going to leave you guys there. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I hope this helped. I'm available all day, so shoot me any text if you guys need help with the last couple of problems, all right? And then,
Okay.
Lacey, I don't know if you want to stick around, if you want to finish your work, but people are going to start joining for 7th grade advisory too. All right. See ya later.
Bye.
Bye. Elena! Whew. Elena, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Will you give me 10 minutes before we get started on advisory? I'm going to transition my brain. Give me one moment. Be right back.